Okay, hello, we are on air. This is a new session of Glocal about program.
Todavía Tony. Okay.
Dime?
No, go on.
Okay, so I think we have to talk specifically, focus in the program topic. So, as we were talking the last session, we have in the meeting minutes, we have the link of the program Excel. We have the different topics that we can make on the local camp, and we have the internal topics and the topics that we normally talk in local camp, but we can sell to collaborate with some institution here, and we need to know we were working about the specific profiles, specific people that will be here in the specific days. So, for example, we were talking about make some workshops in parallel in the internal part of Glocal Can from 9 to 12 of April. So I was thinking about in these specific days of Glocal Can, we can make some workshops of civic design, for example, or civic economy or civic tech. In parallel than specific topics that we always talk about, governance, communication, etc. But I think civic economy, civic tech, or civic design are topics that we can sell to someone, for example, the Canarias government. And we have to make a pack, I would say, of conferences to sell this pack to some institution as well. So at the moment we have 6 and 7 busy of program with the Cabildo of Gran Canaria. We have 4 and 5 free until now, and we need, I think, 2 days of conferences as a unit pack of this format. One in Gran Canaria and another one in Tenerife would be nice. And this is official conferences that we can sell to specific institutions, and I think it's important to have an informal format of conferences, as what the fuck is going on, or I don't know, to know each other, what we do in our personal projects or initiative. But I think we need 2 different formats: official one to sell someone, and informal to make it in the afternoon with the beers or something like that. Ventejuy, ¿qué enlace estás hablando? What link are you talking about?
El que se está preparando para el gobierno de Canarias, que era la parte de los talleres que estás hablando. Ese.
Okay, so yeah, we need to decide which topic we can sell as a workshop in the internal part of Glocal Camp from 9 to 12. I put my proposed in the meeting minutes. Civic design, civic economy, and civic tech, for example. We have to decide if we need more or not, or other options. And we have to decide specific conferences to make the pack of divulgation. What can I say? And in this format of conferences, we need to know if how many conferences, which format of conferences, 15 minutes, half an hour, and we have to know the profiles, the topics, and if all the topics are from people from CivicWise, or as well we have time or space for local conferences, because some people write us to know about these kind of things, to ask if they can show or they can make a conference. So it's interesting to know how many conferences, how much time, and who make the conferences on a specific topic, because it's important to put as soon as possible this specific program in the website.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing a math. Like if you do a conference, a full day conference, if you start at 10, then you go till 1, and then the second round starts at 3 and ends at 6. Then you have like 6 hours in total, right? 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening. So we have to decide the amount of time that we want to give. I mean, if it is 40 minutes, then probably we need about 8 people doing the conferences, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it should be like 30 minutes talk and 10 minutes Q&A. I don't know. I should check the math, but I think it would fit. And another question, are we going to repeat the conferences? I mean, for example, we are going to do a conference in Gran Canaria and in the Tenerife. Are you going to do it again, or?
No, I think it's better if we make different conferences.
Okay.
Because yeah, I think we are a lot of people, and we need to leave some time to local people as well.
Okay.
So we have to think about, I don't know if the 40 minutes format is a lot, or maybe we can think about a short format. I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes, or I don't know. But I think it's better if we make more conferences and we have some spaces, informal spaces to talk about these conferences, than 1 hour conference and then the people go away, or we don't have time to make connections.
Maybe we can think in several formats. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm thinking in TED Talks. We can do more or less the same model. TED Talks. The main talks are 15 minutes, more or less, 10-15 minutes, and then you have mini talks, 5 minutes, and micro talks, 3 minutes. And in the events, talks are grouped by theme, by topic, and you have the several talks, for example, 3 or 4 talks, and then you have a debate space, so you can talk not specifically about one talk, but about the topic or the topics. So I think 40 minutes is really cool for if you go to one conference, you know. But if you are in an event where you are listening to many conferences, it's better if the conferences are shorter than that. 15 minutes for me is the maximum. And I think it's worked really good. Have, for example, an hour of conference, and then 1 hour of debate, and the rest of, I don't know, maybe the rest of the morning free. Sometimes it's too many times, 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I am thinking. I think it's a good idea to have several formats, but we have to think about the official and unofficial format. I mean, we need to make a pack that is possible to sell someone. And then we have maybe the short format, the 2-3 minutes or 5-10 minutes. Maybe this is a informal format for us, for the afternoon, with to know each other. You know what I mean? Yeah. So maybe it's okay, 10-15 minutes and 5-10 minutes, and the shorters are the informal or the afternoon. And in that way, I think it's better to have 2 different days, just in the morning or just in the afternoon, and then we have another afternoon in the informal format to connect with others.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know what you think, but maybe it's a good idea to mix both formats. I mean, if we set the session by topic and not by format, we can say, okay, this morning we are going to talk about civic tech, and they're going to be 2 formal conference, and we are going to have also 10 informal conferences.
Yeah, for me it's okay. The problem is that to take money to yeah, it's the reality. It's okay for the institution. They need a formal pack of services. So it's not okay. We can put, for example, in our program, in the official program, we can put in the morning is that official part of conferences that we sell to someone in the institution, and in the afternoon we have the uninformal or informal the informal part of conferences that is internal, is open, but is not selling someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why don't we sell one keynote speech in the morning and one keynote in the afternoon, and in between we have all these lightning talks, like as the Alfonso suggested? I mean, we can have different formats, and they pay for the keynote speeches. We can call it keynotes. I don't know, the longer ones, and in between we can have shorter ones.
Yeah.
Because I like Alfonso's idea to have like different times, because you get really bored listening to the same guy for 20 minutes, and then you have these small things, you kind of get much more dynamic, and then you again have this long talk and then small ones again. I think I mean, if we have the this much number of people who can do the conferences, then it's better to have this dynamic format, I think. And we can use it for everything.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know, Artemi, that you want also local people talking, making conferences, no? So maybe, I don't know what you think, but if we make an open call for local people to make conferences, it's a good idea for me, at least, mix people that is going to come to Canary Island and local people in the same space at the same time, topic, talking to the same topic.
Yeah, of course. That's the idea. Mix, I think is perfect. If we mix different formats to make it more dynamic, that a long conference and shorter, different locations. I mean, local and global. But maybe I don't know my doubt is about if we make just one topic or we mix topics. I'm thinking always what's better to sell someone. You know, if we go to a specific area of the municipality, maybe it's better to talk about a focus, one topic. But if we are talking about a institution more as I don't know, main institution, it's different.
I would go for having some topics. I mean, for Civic Tech, 4 people talks for like 5 minutes, as Alfonso suggested earlier, and then you have like 10 minutes of debate with all these 4 people. Then that's it. So it's kind of it's better to have a specific topic so that you can have a Q&A with all the people who just talked about the same topic, and they can even ask questions to each other.
Okay, I'm writing in the conclusions of the meeting, the ACTA meeting minutes. So we are talking about different formats.
Yeah.
We are talking about different people, local and global or civic-wise conferences. And we are talking about topics, right? Okay. For to organize that pack, conferences pack, we need to make a call for all that. I don't know if we need more than one form or just one form that is specific if you are local or global. If you want make a short format of conference or a long format, and the topics that they can talk, something like that. And I don't know, because sorry because I'm always thinking about how to talk with the institutions. Okay, so we need to make a call and then we can sell it, or because normally the institution needs who can make it, which people goes to talk about this topic, for example. So maybe we can sell the longest format with the specific people, and in the same time we sell the shorter format that is, for example, for local people. But we don't know now, or we don't know actually which people who want to talk about in these spaces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can sell the longest, and inside the pack we sell as well the short conferences, but we don't know who is going to make it.
For me, the way to sell the thing is to sell all the event. I mean, you are going to say to the institution, okay, we are going to make an event with these topics. We are going to talk about these topics that you are interested in, and the format is this one. We are going to have these people talking about these topics, and it's people that we have already contacted. I mean, for example, we are talking about people in CivicWise network. We have to define that to tell the institution that that people are going to talk about these topics. Okay, and then you say to the institution that also we are going to have another conference because we are going to make an open call for local initiatives and initiatives from the CivicWise network. You know, but you are already selling some important people that they are going to talk for sure. What do you think?
It's Pascual is writing on YouTube about what we are talking about as well.
Okay.
I think it's difficult for me now, because in all the negotiation that I'm having now, it's they always need specific things. We can have formats, we can have topics, and we can have specific days, but normally they need more specific things. Because of that, I think we need at least a part of this pack of conferences. We need to sell, as Alfonso is one of them, Bentehui is one of them, and Julia is one of them. And then we have spaces to make a call, I think.
Agree. Oui.
And in this way, we know, until now, we know 20 people who come to the Glocal camp and specific days. So we know that people can make a conference. So in the rest of the spaces that we have in this pack, we can make local people or another people of civic wise. But we have to I have to focus the service in the specific topic that they need, and that's the thing. That's the thing. So
So the thing is to choose the topics.
Yeah, I think so, because if we are agreeing about the formats, the several formats, and wait a minute, the several formats, and the we have to mix the local initiative or conferences and the global. The third point is the topics. Are the topics. So yeah, we need to know, and that's the Excel thing. Is we know the people who come and which topic every people that every people who come to the Glocal camp, which topic can talk about, or something like that, right? And we have to prepare the format, the form for the call, and that's maybe we have to talk with the what the fuck is going on team, because they are working on a specific form to make a call for this format, and maybe it's make a specific one for the Glocal, but base it of that one. So, for example, I was talking with Jonathan, and they want to make it, but they need some help, because yeah, they are always busy as well, and I don't know. We need to prepare it as soon as possible as well, to know which local people, for example, we can have. I can make a specific call as well to a specific initiative that would be interesting that to have in the Glocal. And
Artemí,
yeah.
Sobre en los formatos, podemos quizás el formato de 10-15 minutos dedicarlo a una temática planteada de forma genérica para poner en contexto la temática. El formato de 5 o 10 minutos que sean sobre proyectos concretos de esa temática, y esos pueden ser proyectos de CivicY, de gente de la red. Esos dos formatos son los que yo definiría claramente quién va a dar la charla y qué proyectos se van a presentar. Y luego las microcharlas serían sobre esa temática un open call a proyectos locales. Podría ser una estructura lógica. Entonces, tú pones a un ponente que haga una charla un poco más larga iniciando un tema, por ejemplo, Civic Tech. Depende de los tiempos, ¿no? A lo mejor 3 charlas de 5 o 10 minutos sobre proyectos de la red que tengan que ver con Civic Tech. Y luego microcharlas open call, que esas no las sabemos. Lo que le decimos a la administración es que lo que queremos hacer es luego, en la zona de debate, una conexión local entre los diferentes proyectos y experiencias en torno a esa temática. Yo creo que es un formato interesante, vamos.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, so it's sorry, I'm writing in the meeting minutes. It's about formats. The 10-15 minutes. It's the general topic about, for example, Civic Tech or Barrios Lab or whatever. The 5-10 minutes conferences is about project that is working on that topic, for example. In the Civic Tech, for example, Residencia Hacker or whatever. But this is civic-wise project, as Bente who is writing. And the micro talks, the 2 or 3 minutes, it's about local projects about this topic.
I think we shouldn't make this differentiation between civic-wise projects and the local projects. Yeah. Let's give them the same time. And if we have, I like this idea very much. 10-15 minutes of general topic and 5 to 10 minutes for the projects. But let's not make a differentiation between micro talks. Let's just put it as civic-wise talks about the project. So then we are at the same level and we can debate much better.
Okay, but so you think it's better to have just 2 formats? Or,
yeah. Let's just skip the micro talks and get local people present as much as civic-wise does. So
okay,
that's my idea. To make it more equal with the communication, actually.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can keep both formats.
Yeah, and
don't make the difference between local and Wisers.
Yeah, and the form they can choose maybe the format that they prefer, something like that.
That's right.
And maybe some project of civic-wise just need 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and some local project need 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
For me, it's impossible for the Spanish to talk in 3 minutes about a project. You can try.
Okay, so that's.
So we can say micro talks is for foreign people, and 10-minute talks is for Spanish, no?
Okay.
Ahí el problema es de qué proyecto, de qué formato hacemos el open call. Porque,
Both of them.
claro, pero y cuando a una administración tú le vendes los ponentes, no podemos venderle los ponentes del open call, porque no lo sabemos todavía. Por eso yo hacía la diferenciación de, tú pones un ponente general y te aseguras que proyectos de CivicY llamamos directamente a lo mejor a 2, 3 personas que den una charla sobre un proyecto y esos perfiles sí se los puedes vender a la administración. Y después dice, hay otras 3 charlas, si queremos, de 5 o 10 minutos también, para que sea el mismo formato, que se eligen entre un open call a los proyectos locales. Y después ahí se hace una mezcla, pero creo que nos tenemos que asegurar una parte de proyectos de CivicWise para poder poner nombres sobre la mesa. Creo que por eso lo planteé de esa manera, para poner bastantes nombres sobre la mesa y tener un formato hasta cierto punto cerrado. Porque si no es lo que dice Artemi, que es como muy abierto, siempre dicen, pero ¿quién va a dar las charlas? ¿Qué perfiles?
But I think it's not one thing or the other. You can make both. I mean, you can say, okay, we have 3 people that is going to participate for sure, and then we are going to make an open call. And open call is in 2 formats: 5-minute talk and 2-minute talk.
Sí, por ejemplo. O sea, si por tiempo definimos que van a haber 4 charlas de 5 o 10 minutos, elegir 2 y las otras 2 seleccionarlas por un open call. Y lo mismo de las de 2 o 3 minutos. Entonces hay la mitad o un 70% de las charlas que están definidas y podemos venderlas directamente, y las otras que las dejamos abiertas a proyectos locales que a lo mejor ni conocemos, que es lo interesante.
Locales o no locales.
También. Pero intentar hacer ese esfuerzo de conectar localmente lo que viene de fuera porque si acaparamos todas las charlas, creo que no es bueno tampoco, ¿no?
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe people that is going to come to Glocal camp that maybe can participate in the open call too.
Yeah.
So I have another thing. It's the duration, la duración de la jornada total. The time that the time of the pack in general is 3-4 hours of conferences and debate, or morning and evening, morning and afternoon, or just morning, just 4 hours. What do you think?
I don't know, because it also depends on the institutions that you are in contact with. I mean, if you say 1-day conference, then it's morning and the evening. I think it's much more sellable rather than having it only in the morning. But I don't know. It depends on.
Could be flexible, depend of the institution. Maybe we can go with this pack and we can make okay, this can be just in the morning, or we can make morning and afternoon, depend of the collaboration that you want to do, something like that.
I think if we want to talk about at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 topics, we are going to need all the day long. Or if
We-
we want to have just the morning or just the afternoon, we have to make some topics at the same time. I mean, in different spaces or
Parallel
something like that.
sessions.
Okay, we can make parallel sessions, or we can make in different days, for example, in the afternoon, but this is
I think the most practical one is to have a full day rather
full
than
day.
having parallel sessions and so on. And it's also easier to organize the venue.
Yeah.
If you have just one space, then it will be okay. Otherwise, you have to find a place where you can have different rooms and so on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's okay all the day.
From 10 to 1 p.m., then from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. I think it's the best. Like 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening.
Yeah.
One topic for 3 hours, no?
No. Two topics for one topic for 1.5 hours,
Okay.
finished, and then other one, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Then we need 4 topics.
Every topic, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe less, because then we can also have a break in between. Maybe 80 minutes for every topic, then 20-minute break, then 8 minutes more. Yes.
Okay, we have
Maybe one day in Gran Canaria and one day in Tenerife with different topics.
Yeah, we can replicate the pack, the format. Okay, so that's good about the conference pack. So we need a specific task, I think we have to do. I can prepare a document with all this structure, but we need in the Excel program, we need these people who come to Glocal Camp and which topic they can talk about. This Excel, you know this what Excel I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then we need the form to make a call. This is not the main task, because we can sell the pack without this call, but this is important as well, because we have to make the call with some time. I don't know, Julia, what do you think about the time?
Let's decide on the topics now. Can we do that? I think it's the most crucial part. Then we can start doing the open call and all that according to these topics.
Okay. There we have the list of topics in the meeting minutes, in the conclusions. We have playfulness, cuidados, igualdad, feminismo, civic design, citizen labs, civic economy, civic tech, culture and creativity, open governance, commons, network, maybe about the labs, the various lab, for example. I think is a specific and interesting topic in Canary Island, and maybe.
But for example, Barrio Stop, we can put it under open governance, for example.
Inside of open governance.
Yeah. Because a lab cannot be a topic. It can be one of the projects, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we have to think about not just the topic, as well about the projects that we have to sell that topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe we can make topics and projects, and we can put inside directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. First,
It's rather the same moment in parallel. No? Or maybe it's. I don't know. Maybe if we start to put the projects, we see that we can mix some topics. For example, I don't know, is if we have one or two projects in civic tech, for example, and we have one of them in tourism, maybe we can mix, okay, and the topic is civic tech and tourism, and we have three projects in these two topics or something like that. Do you think? No?
let's not mix civic tech and tourism. Because in the end, we will need, if we are going to do it in 2 days, then we are going to need 8 topics. So let's not mix them.
So if we don't have three, for example, 2 or 3 projects in one topic, we can sell that topic, or what?
Yeah, but let's not mix 2 different topics and make them. Let's not make a topic that is called civic tech and tourism.
Yeah, I know, but
let's
I mean,
do it in Tenerife and.
But I mean, to sell some topics, to sell one topic, we need one person who talk about the general topic, and 3 conferences about projects, for example, right? This is the pack that we can sell now, and then we have a space for local projects of the same topic, right? So I am talking about, if we don't have now 3 projects about civic economy, we can sell the topic civic economy, or what do you think?
Yeah, we can, because we will put it on the open call and then we will see something will come up, right? No?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think,
Yeah.
I mean, we have to rely on that there is going to be some projects on civic economy. And if it doesn't work out, then we change it. Because now we are talking about some data that we don't have right now. I mean, it's all assumptions that what's going to be the result of the open call, we don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I think some projects could fit in several topics. I mean, so for me,
Yeah.
it's not a problem. For example, Airbnb is civic tech, but it's also tourism, it's also commons, and it's also governanza abierta. So for me, we can choose 3 topics or 4 topics, and it's okay. And then
Yeah. Yeah, because maybe we don't need different projects to talk about different topics. So we can talk about 1, 2, or 3 projects that is talking about several topics at the same time.
yeah, that's it. So for example, we can say that the topics are civic economy, citizen labs, civic tech, and open governance. For me, it's okay, 4 of them. And then we have Nestura Puerto project, we have Red Canaria Cooperativas, the experience of Adolfo Chautón in Extremadura, Factoría Cívica, I don't know. What do you think? Is this enough to sell the thing to the administration?
Yeah, I think so. Of course. Yeah, but yeah, we have to show to make the document, but this is the structure. It's clear, I think. Yeah, I think it's clear. So okay. I can make the document. If you I put the link of the document when I will start it, and of course you can make a suggestion or put the new projects, different projects, and about the form. Some of you can talk with Jonathan and make the connection with them to do that, or Julia or Alfonso.
To do the form avec, with
Yeah, they already have this form, but we need to make a specific. Because we are talking about if you are local or global, different topics that we have, and in which topic you want to talk, which format you want to make the conference, but we have a team working of that format of what the fuck is going on in CivicWise. So I think is just connect with them and make the new one, or specific one for that case.
Okay, no problem. I can do that.
Okay, and about the workshops, I think this is almost clear. About the workshop that we can sell in the internal part, we are agree about the topics, about the civic design, civic economy, civic tech, that we can make a workshop in parallel that we can sell in these days, from Monday to Thursday of April, 9 to 12. It's like we always talk. We always make the morning of Glocal Camp. We make 2 or 3 workshops of 1 hour each one, and maybe each morning we can have in parallel a specific workshop that is maybe 1 hour or maybe 2 hours or maybe all the morning from a specific topic that we can sell to the institutions. So we can work in parallel in the topics, internal topics of Civicwise, and in the same time make a workshop for the local institutions that they want to know about the civic economy or civic design, for example. And it's an effort that some people make for the network, that they lose the workshop of internal Civicwise this morning, but they have another 3 days.
Yeah.
They think it's an opportunity to have more collaborations. And you think it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's okay. I think it's enough, because we have another topic, but it's about more program in the afternoon. But this is more local, about activities, more about celebrations, or more informal, and we can talk about it in another session, more specific about that. But we have we have an hour. We started 1 hour ago, so I think it's okay for today. Something to say, Julia?
Yes, regarding the communication, I'm trying to do the social media things, and because I'm not very well experienced, what do you think about the period of the posts about the camp? I mean, I should do it 1 in 2 days, maybe. I don't know, because otherwise it would be too much, and I don't know.
I don't know, Alfonso, if you want to say something. For example, I have no idea as a professional, as an expert. But for example, in some different projects, we made 2 or 3 posts per week, for example, depend of the time that we have until the event. Maybe now
maybe
we need.
I should put, for example, this Canarias governance is one of the collaborators. Maybe I can mention that rather than saying just register.
Yeah, maybe we have to talk about the communication strategy.
Let's not. I think now let's first solve the problem of this programming. I think it's not. I don't think it's so urgent, because as far as I can see, in general, in Civicwise, this communication is going very well, because you put something and some other people retweet, share it, and so on, so it spreads a lot. Let's just let's not now, I think, discuss the communication strategy, because it's so huge and we cannot get over it. But maybe, I mean, it might be good to say, for example, now we have a new collaborators, Gobierno de Canarias. I don't know.
Maybe I would I would put more general, not as we have a new collaborator.
Okay.
It's more than we have a huge network of collaborators and partners and support. You can see here, and if you want to be part of that, for example, you can fill the form and something like that.
Okay, good. I can do that.
Okay.
And I will try to post like every 2 or 3 days one thing. So we
okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think that's okay. Yeah. And just one thing, for me, the big communication effort will be when we want to communicate the open calls for talks.
Yeah.
Because it's a good thing to make people come to the Glocal.
Okay. So yeah. So that's all.
Okay.
We have the next session on Friday in 2 days at the same hour as always at the 12 local hour in Canary Islands, so 1 p.m. in Madrid or Europe in general, to talk about finance, collaborators, partners, supports, and donations. That it's an important topic. So, okay, we will see. See you in the next session, and thank you to be here. And see you.
Ciao.
Bye.